So let's compare Dave Ramsey with Grant Cardone. Both of these men have put out their 4 steps to get wealthy. I thought we should do an honest review of how Dave Ramsey says get wealthy in 4 steps, as well as Grant Cardone. Let's also talk about the chances of a March rate cut. Let's talk about the fact that YouTube creators are seeing significant income degradation. I shared a video yesterday with my actual numbers. We will go through those. Again, I believe this will be a period where the folks that did it for the wrong reason leave, and the folks that do it for the right reason move forward. We'll talk about that more. And of course, we will talk about some other cool things like a premiere video at 6 p.m. tonight. Folks, you are going to want to set your alarm clock. Stephan's 80-minute discussion about his story, many untold stories. You will get tonight at 6 p.m. It will be a premiere video. So set your alarm clock. I think it goes at 6:01 or 6:02. I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. Graham, if you ever see this, thank you for giving us the time. It was greatly appreciated. So let's get into it. What does Dave Ramsey say? What is Dave Ramsey's 4 steps to get wealthy? Well, here you go. Probably not a surprise, but we will say step 1, get a budget. Get a budget. None of this, I feel this, I need this, it's just get on a budget. Number 2, get out of debt. Folks, if you are sitting here today with credit card debt paying 20, 22, 24, 26% interest, if you pay that off, it's like a return. So instead of saving and earning 3%, if you paid off debt, that would be a much larger return. Number 3, build an emergency fund. Whether you are comfortable with 90 days, 6 months, a year, whatever it is for you, build an emergency fund. It gives you optionality. It gives you freedom to breathe should an unexpected thing happen. And finally, step 4, this is where you invest. And of course, Dave Ramsey is big on index investing in the stock market. So there you go, folks. Those are the 4 steps that Dave Ramsey says is how you get rich. Alrighty, let's go to the entire other side of the spectrum and see what 4 steps Grant Cardone says to get wealthy. Number 1, delayed gratification. Delayed gratification over the long term. Number 2, don't spend earned income on wants. Number 3, store excess income, aka savings, in cash flowing assets that appreciate over time. And number 4, only buy luxury with passive income. What do you guys think? I believe both gentlemen have the right intentions. Both of them are speaking their truth. I do believe, obviously, Dave Ramsey with his Total Money Makeover is focused on helping getting people out of debt. I believe Grant is more focused on, hey, delayed gratification, work hard, blah, 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 stack cash, buy assets, move forward. I believe both of them are right. I believe both strategies, if executed over the long term, can get you there. Take which one you like, make choices, and execute. All right, March rate cut. I don't know if you've been watching this, but you and I have been talking about this quite a bit. You and I have been highlighting impressive data that should bring into question the chances of a March rate cut. That was stronger than expected retail sales. That was stronger than expected job market. Now, there are some warning signs, some cracks that if you looked at hard enough, you would say, you know what? Maybe there should be a March rate cut. But folks, according to Fed president, the worst thing we could do is cut early see inflation reignite, and have to raise, a la the 1970s yo-yo. If you have ever done any research about the 1970s, they felt inflation was beaten. They saw the economy slowing. They cut rates. Then the animal spirits took over and inflation went back up. Folks, when it goes back up the second time, it is harder to beat. So I think it is fair to say that the Fed is going to hold at least one rate meeting farther than maybe we all thought was right. I don't see a March rate cut on the horizon. Heaven forbid, we're already at the end of January. We do get Q4 GDP on Thursday, PCE on Friday. Job market could always fall apart. That's the one to watch, folks. Remember, unemployment claims, Thursday mornings, we are watching for north of at least 300 and probably more like 325. Last week, 187. Just for you know, that's a lot less than 325. So what are the odds? The odds of a March rate cut peaked, I think, at 81. Let me make sure I get this right. 81% was the peak of rate cuts expectations by the market. Today, 49% and falling. 49% and falling. I think we can all admit that a March rate cut is too soon. If you're coming off, I don't know, call it 2% growth, 3.7% unemployment, new unemployment claims at a low of 187, retail sales up 0.8. It doesn't make sense to me that we would seriously think about a rate cut in 6 or 8 weeks. So we shall see where we go from there. I don't know if you saw this, but it looks like In-N-Out Burger, total random, right turn, sorry, saw it on my notes. In-N-Out Burger is closing their first store. They're closing it in Oakland, California. It is not because they're not selling a lot of hamburgers and fries. It's because cars are getting broken into, their employees are getting accosted, and they're getting robbed. So yes, folks, In-N-Out is shutting down a In-N-Out Burger in Oakland, California. Let's talk about YouTube. So as you've heard me talk over the last month or so, I believe full-time employees who have passions and hobbies should absolutely start building a YouTube channel today. I believe you need to do it for the right reasons, and that is impact. It will mean you grow slower. It will mean you get monetized later. But remember the plan. You are building something now that will become an asset when you are ready to leave your job. You will have something to go to. You will have a community of like-minded individuals. And trust me when I say this, you will be having a lot more fun. On a side note, if you came to YouTube over the last 2 years, and especially during the pandemic where everybody was at home watching videos, and you exploded, you started hiring teams and editors and this and that, you're going to go broke. My YouTube revenue peaked in May of 2022 at over 10 grand. Yes, folks, my channel, which at the time had about 35 or 36,000 subs, made $10,000 in AdSense in May of 2022. You can watch the video yesterday. It's called I Quit. What has it made the last month? In the last month, it has made $3,200. My AdSense revenue is down 68%. My channel is roughly twice as big. I'm producing roughly the same amount of content. My views are up 25%. So what do you think is happening? A, advertisers are advertising less. Advertisers are paying less. YouTube is taking a bigger cut. I don't know, but truthfully, I don't care. I started this channel without knowing monetization was a thing. Created thousands of videos without being monetized and would continue doing it today. However, I believe there are a lot of content creators who started to enjoy the easy life, who started to flex a little bit, and they are going to go broke. This happens every time. Every time people think something is easy, they allow their expenses to match their income, then something changes and they go broke. I ask you to go back and listen to both what Dave Ramsey and Grant Cardone said about getting rich at the beginning of this. Essentially, delay gratification, live below your means, keep working, delay. This is why I believe when you create your channel, I want you to do it because of impact, not AdSense. Think long term. Think that you are building a community that you want to be a part of for the next multiple decades. Share your passion, your hobby. Bring together like-minded individuals. Even if you never make a penny, you will have a community that you enjoy being in. Folks, find that passion, find that hobby, create a community. Do it for the right reasons. Don't be a doomer. Don't be a crash bro. Don't be a trend surfer on all the negative information. We are getting tired of that. My hope is the crash bros disappear. My hope is the trend chasers that take the latest headline and talk about it and say nothing disappear. I would love to see YouTube full of passionate individuals around their thing. What makes them special? And if you're in my world, my hope is you do that and you share it with me and tell me what your channel is, and hey, we'll give you a shout out and help you grow. So again, folks, YouTube AdSense down 68%, and it's okay. We're going to keep showing up for the daily financial news. Alrighty, folks, again, 6 p.m. tonight. I have never had a edited or a fully edited podcast, never done one in 4K, but when you get the opportunity to record in Graham Stephan's Iced Coffee Hour podcast room, you pull out all the stops. 6 p.m. today, Graham Stephan, interview and discussion, stories he has never shared before. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you set your alarm and let me know in the comments below once you've watched it. What do you think? I would greatly appreciate it. Next up, if you haven't heard, over the weekend, we have completed the 10-week bootcamp. I am extremely excited because this was my intention the whole time. I told you repeatedly, I have zero chance of doing another 10-week bootcamp. This was a one-shot deal because my intention was to get all the questions, all the topics, and then allow others to watch it on replay for 90% less. Yes, folks, $99. You can become part of the 10-week bootcamp simply by watching the replay. We had over 40 folks in the course asking questions. We did multiple reviews of buy box. We talked about the spreadsheet. We talked about tracking. We talked about ADUs, out of state, house hacking. We did it all. Now you can get all of that for $99. I think that's really cool. That was my vision all along. I think it was over 25 hours of content. I'm ecstatic to bring to you. So, and again, it's going to help folks move forward, right? A lot of folks feel stuck. A lot of folks are like, what do I do now? You can get into it for $99. Enjoy. A lot of you signed up already. Thank you for that. But I hope more of you do. Now, what are these numbers? 2 and 64. We have two seats, 2 general admission seats available for the Vegas event. 2. They will sell out. You have a chance. If you're watching this now, you can go take a look. 2 seats available, general admission $199. February 17th and 18th. The link will be below. 64. We have 64 folks signed up for the virtual. $99. Again, you can get the agenda, be there live, get the video after. You're going to be able to save money because I won't sell this event for only $99 after. It'll probably be $199, might be $149. But hey, if you want to save 50 to 100 bucks, buy the virtual ticket, get the video after. Of course, if you are going, I will give you the video as just a way of saying thank you for being there. Thank you for traveling out. I, of course, will give it to all 300 folks who are attending as well. Alrighty, folks, I want you to have an amazing day. I really hope you enjoy the Graham Stephan video, the premiere at 6 o'clock. It was something that I was trying to make happen for the last several years. I tell a story about how I found Graham right at the beginning. And I had a good time. I hope you enjoyed as well. Take care. Bye.